So in this movie, a science teacher has added a displacement measuring and then also this frames as well. And this information allows us to calculate a lot of interesting things. Now I can hit play here in the bottom left-hand corner, but then YouTube does something interesting where if you hit the decimal or the period, you can advance the film by one frame at a time. And that allows you to go to a very specific place in the movie. We can also pay attention to the tip of the rocket, and currently it's sitting at the 0 meters mark. But if I advance the film to get to about 196 frames, this is the point at which the rocket just barely begins to move. Now I'll advance the film forward one frame, and I get 200 frames. If I hit the comma, I go backwards. So I'm going to go back to the split second that rocket starts to move off of the 0. And I'm going to say it's frame 196. I can also use this to find out how much time it takes the rocket to pass the 10-meter mark as well. Okay, I'm pretty close there, so I'm going to use the period, the period, the period, the period, and I see that at frame 270 the rocket has passed the 10-meter mark. I can use this information to figure out velocity initial. So now that we have some information from the video, we can use it to go find our velocity initial. And so basically we want to know how fast is the rocket going in the very beginning. The key here is the number of frames. And we saw that in the beginning the rocket passed 270 frames at 10 meters, but then we can subtract 196 frames in the beginning before the rocket started. When we do that math, we find that there are 74 frames in between. There's one more bit of information, and it is right here. It says that there are 60 frames per second. So 60 frames equals 1 second. And now we can use that as a conversion factor to put into dimensional analysis. Now I'm going to put seconds on top so that frames cancel. Leaving me with 74 times 1 divided by 60. When we do that math, we get 1.23333 seconds. Now if I were to significant figure this, I would have 1.2 seconds. But to be honest, I'm going to take all of these numbers for my next step, because I want to be able to figure out velocity. So I have a guess grid here, and I know that the time it takes for it to travel is 1.2333 seconds. The distance that the rocket traveled is 10 meters. The thing that I want to know is the velocity, initial, how fast it's going in the beginning. That's meters per second. The equation for velocity is displacement divided by time. And so if I replace numbers for letters, velocity final equals 10 divided by 1.2333 seconds. Velocity final equals 8.10833 meters per second. And now I'm going to significant figure that with 2 sig figs, 8.1 meters per second.